We are getting more harrowing stories of survival from that deadly hostage-taking in Algeria. On Saturday, commandos stormed the compound where workers were being held by militants. Dozens of hostages and militants were killed. And tonight, the country's security officials say more bodies have been found. Shirley Engel reports.
Amid reports of as many as 25 more bodies found at the Algerian gas complex, a harrowing tale of a risky escape.
That was the first moment that you thought, we're in big trouble here.
Briton Alan Wright was among 30 who cut through a perimeter fence and fled into the Sahara Desert after 4 days in hiding, only to be intercepted by troops.
When you don't know what's out there, and we know that the terrorists are dressed the same as the security forces, it was a huge decision. Do you stay or do you go?
When the expats were separated from the Algerians, fear set in.
That was a horrible thing, that you've escaped, but you've escaped into the hands of the terrorists, or so we thought.
Turns out it was Algerian forces who helped them to safety.
1, 2.
The militants behind the hostage-taking call it revenge against France for its mission in Mali to root out Islamic terrorists. On the West Block with Tom Clark, a former Canadian diplomat held hostage himself by extremists in the region, warned of their grand ambitions to spread jihad.
So they don't want to take over Mali as a state. They want to take over an area, and they want to expand that as much as they can. And they say, quite frankly, they want to expand it to include the entire world.
Canadians should care, he says, because of the implications if this new breeding ground for terror isn't stopped. A Canadian C-17 has so far helped France ship over 150,000 pounds of cargo to Mali. The Foreign Affairs Minister confirmed an extension of the week-long mission has been requested.
The only commitment we've made is for the one C-17 for approximately a week. Obviously, we're not looking at a combat mission with Canadian soldiers joining the French on the ground in Mali.
But as a new crisis unfolds in West Africa, it's hard to know what the West is in for. Shirley Engel, Global News, Ottawa.